That's the main reason why I really came for that.
All right. And could you highlight some of the key issues that you want to deal with in your manifesto?
My manifesto this has basically been one of the common issues that almost everyone wants to deal with.
Yes.
The number one is security.
Yeah.
This security at night for non-residents. This is basically for students who come at night to discuss, for example, on campus, hosting discussions, and they're supposed to go at night. I intend to, once I'm elected, once I'm voted, I intend to work hand in hand with the administration, who I think can also give me an opportunity to work hand in hand with the police to make sure there's safety around the corner and around the hostels.
Okay.
That's number one. And one of also the other key issues is efficient communication.
Yeah.
I intend to be voice over voiceless. This is basically, some of my friends are basically kind of distant. They tend to be distant from the guild president. They feel the guild government has kind of has distanced themselves from some of the individuals.
Yes.
This is, for example, the other faculties. For example, if you are to look at the Faculty of Agriculture, few of the students normally think it does exist.
Yeah.
So in my once I'm voted into power, I intend to adhere to their problems.
So how do these people approach you?
Most of them have interacted with them in various occasions. This is basically fellowship, some in sports.
Okay.
Some this is where they basically feel free to interact with you, and they're like, bro, I didn't know that you're even a law student, but the law students kinda distance themselves from the other faculties. So I think that kind of social life that I am in will give me an opportunity to know the challenges that they are really facing and work hand in hand with the guild government and the administration to make sure their problems are.
All right. Thank you very much, Comrade Bright. Comrade Kevin, he has stated some of the issues. I believe you have a few issues as well, some of them crisscross, of course. Could you state some of the problems that you really think are pending? Of course, one of your slogans deals with that, but also, are there any other issues that you think you as the MP to be would be able to solve?
Thank you so much for that question, first of all. Driving it from what you had actually asked him, so as I relate to the problems, you asked him why exactly is he coming for that post, not MP law. Personally, I would say, for me to realize these problems is because of the character I wore. I am someone who's going to identify with everyone, regardless of the courses they do. When you find me in business, you may think I'm actually a business student. When you find me with a social science students, I'll be like a social scientist. So that gives me an opportunity to relate to everyone. You understand? And in that process, I came to realize that the best way of actually realizing the problems that these people are facing is to be like them. It is actually to wear their shoes. So one of the things I decided to do was to go on the committee of the non-residents. The former government created a committee, which I applied, and actually I am on it. And when we used to visit these people, who are actually friends, they would actually be open to me and tell me. So one of the problems I realized these people are facing, the biggest problem, I decided to comprehensively put it in one idea called security. But security is in its comprehensiveness. So I divided it into three categories. So there is that corporeal, or that physical security, then the security of their tenure, and then the psychological security. What do I mean by the security? Let me explain all of them. So the corporeal or the physical security, this is the security of their items, their property, and then themselves. Understand?
Yes.
There's a lot of insecurity in so many hostels. Students are losing laptops every day. We have so many dark spots around hostels, and these these students, they always want to extend up to midnight, and realize some of them are even forced to sleep inside because they do not want to go home because there are so many dark spots. But of course, as I usually tell my people, I'm not here to only identify the problems.
Yes.
I'm here to solve your problems, identifying what else.
Yes, and what are some of the solutions?
One of the solutions, we realized that on the committee, we decided to call these private owners of the hostels to engage their hostels and make sure that for us to legalize them, to allow our students, reside in their hostels. They ought to meet some certain standard of cohabiting these students.
Yeah.
If your hostel does not have one who is accountable to the property of these students, then we're not going to allow you. Then we also I'm also thinking of introducing something like a check-in and check-out list. If I came in with my laptop and it was ticked, I came in with it in the hostel, then if I'm going out,
how will you be able to enforce this, given the fact that these are private?
Yes, they are private owners, but remember, even them to be there, they need these students. So it's a win-win. So if you actually want us to also give you your students, as they can actually be customers and give you the money, then also meet a certain standard to comfortably let our students study without any sorts of theft and all that. Then the next security was the security of the tenure. Our students have been facing a problem of, I pay for a hostel room for the May September semester, and then after the semester you're telling me you cannot access the room because someone had already paid for it. Now, if you're not capable of accommodating this student for all the study period, we are not going to also allow you to have these students in your hostels, because this leads a lot of disruption. Our students are losing property. Some of these students have TVs, all those electronic things.
How can we deal with that problem?
How we can deal with this problem is you to ensure that you have signed that agreement. Yes, the student may not pay for all that time, but then at least the student is sure that after the semester I'm paying booking fee for the coming semester. Like the student is living in the like us lawyers, I'll come in September and then I'll be going off in May. So when I'm entering in September, you have to assure me that yes, you have your room for September and January.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah. All right, thank you very much. Back to you, Comrade Bright. And this question goes to both of you, though you first. When you speak about the issues of non-residents, I've moved around and the hostels are really scattered all over. Some are a bit far. There are also issues around coordination, which you've spoken about with the police and all this, which brings me to think how logistically can the office be better equipped to be able to manage such a wide constituency or a scattered constituency? How does that look logistically?
I think I tend to work with the non-resident committee. This will basically include not basically people who are only non-residents in a specific area, but it will include very many people from different types of area. So if in the committee I'll, for example, include like 5 to 10 people, if you're to see the Bubuju area, it's really one of the areas that really consists of the most hostels around. And I think it will be my main point of influence, where I'll put most of my power, most of my focus on. So I intend to create a committee that will not basically look into one place, but a committee with various people from different areas. This will help me come about to know different problems that are facing different people in different areas. All
right, thank you very much, Comrade. Right, back to you, Comrade Kevin. There is an issue here that I'm trying to bring up, and you've already been on a committee. There are some logistical challenges in terms of being able to execute this mandate. Like you've said, security, narcos. We see in government cars moving around all the time. How better can the office of MP non-residents be equipped?
Thank you so much for that question. First of all, I intend, if given the mandate, I intend to first of all create a vibrant and security alert student body, because security starts with you yourself.
True.
You understand? Actually, there's someone who said you do not owe anyone security, but then these people they are there to add from where you have actually stopped. So I want to first of all start something like safety workshops. In these safety workshops, we're going to be telling our students how best they can also ensure their security. So as maybe even we have a UCU police there, but even if it is as active as it can be, without an active student body which is alert and active in its security affairs, then it will all be in vain. So when we have both parties that are playing the security game, then it will be easy for us to attain it. So in such safety workshops, I will be giving students emergency contacts that they can actually contact instead of anything that may be out of the ordinary, and that will also help us to coordinate. There's so many distant hostels, because we have even hostels which are in Chilowoza. Even some people commute, but when you have these emergency contacts, these people can actually immediately call these people and they avail the security.
Yeah. All right, thank you very much for that. And before we close, I'd like to give each of you just 15 seconds to give a call to action to your voters to come and exercise their mandate, but also support you. I'd like to start with you, Comrade Kevin.
Thank you.
Comrade.
Oh, thank you so much, our today's moderator. The non-resident student body, thank you so much so far for the support that you have given to me. Come the 15th, that is next week on Wednesday, I call upon all of you to exercise your right to vote. And when you're voting, I always tell you, those I usually meet, that the security of a society is always determined by its leadership. So you should always vote for the right and the capable leaders, so as they can always explore the society and utilize its full potentials. So I call upon all of you, vote for me. I won't disappoint you. That's all I can assure you. I remain Ainomcha Kevin, aspiring MP, non-residents. Thank you so much.
Yes, and just before we close, there's a question to Bright. You can answer in a few seconds. Now, this is to Bright. What exact policies are you going to suggest to administration to tackle security that the previous government have done, and how will it be effective? I think they're asking you maybe to jot down a lot of what you've been saying in terms of what's new.
Can you rephrase the question?
Okay. What policies are you going to suggest to the administration that have not been suggested before by previous governments?
That have been suggested before?
Yes.
My main policies that I really had in mind, I really wanted for...
Louder.
The main policies that I really had in mind was basically to ensure that all hostels around do have cameras. This is basically not a new policy, but I think it hasn't been efficient enough. So I think when I talk to, if I'm given the mandate and I'm in the office, I'll basically, if I'm to communicate efficiently with the administration, I think I'll have a hand. I think I'll give a...
All right. Thank you for that. And just a call to action to your electorate to be able to come and support you.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. I also want to thank the Electoral Commission for having organized this. My name is Mumza Bright. I'm aspiring to be the MP non-resident. I work with a slogan, Together We Strive. I want to ensure you that when we are together, when there is unity, we can solve anything. And come the 15th, that will be Wednesday, please vote for me. I remain Mumza Bright, MP non-resident.
All right, thank you very much, gentlemen. That was a pleasure having you, and I hope that our dear viewers and of course potential voters are also watching, and they will be able to select may the best player win the game, and I know that you will continue to collaborate even in the aftermath. Thank you very much, and it was a great honor.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much, and welcome back to this series of where we are exercising, of course, a very important democratic process, which is dispensing the information you need from the candidates that are contesting to lead you in the positions of members of parliament. It's very important, of course, that they tell you who they are, what they can do for you, the new solutions they bring, and for you to know them better, so that when it comes to casting your vote next week, you do that informed. And I'm glad and honored to be able to deliberate that discussion. I remain Okotola, the moderator for today. And going straight to the discussion today, we have a panel, a very interesting panel from School of Agriculture, Faculty of Agriculture, and we are here to listen into what they have to say. But before we go into that, I'd like to invite, first of all, welcome both of you, and invite you to introduce yourselves, starting with a gentleman on my immediate left.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity.
Louder.
I'm Othiano Brian Gabriel, running for the post of MP, Faculty of Agricultural Sciences. My slogan is a fresh mind for a great faculty. Thank you. I'm in my third year.
Yes. Thank you very much, Comrade Othiano, for joining us today. And agriculture, of course, is the course that feeds all of us. I thought your slogan would be something around. But anyway, jokes aside, you're most welcome as well. You could introduce yourself.
Thank you so much. Noemidisha Isabel. I'm a third-year student studying food science and technology, and I'm aspiring for the post of MP, the Faculty of Agricultural Sciences.
All right. Are your courses?
Food science and technology.
All right, which is different from... Okay. All right, thank you very much. You're both most welcome. And just to start with you, my sister, Noemidisha, how, first of all, you have chosen to come for the position of Member of Parliament. What makes you think, amongst all your faculty mates, but also your opponent here, that you are the best person to represent this faculty?
First of all, as a student in the Faculty of Agricultural Sciences, I have identified two issues that I believe we face.
Yes.
The first one is limited representation.
Okay.
The second one is limited visibility of the faculty.
Limited representation where? In the Students' Guild?
Yes, because actually this is the first time that we are having an MP.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So my vision for the faculty is a faculty of empowered voices and built visibility.
Yeah.
Yes, and in my leadership, I plan to integrate the core values of Christ-centeredness, collaboration, integrity, innovation, service, and accountability. I have leadership experience. Currently, I serve as a speaker of the association, Faculty Association. I have been a class representative since my first year.
Yes.
I believe in my communication skills.
Yes.
I believe I'm an active listener, and I'm able to clearly articulate my ideas. I am passionate about the faculty, and I am determined and committed to achieving my vision for the faculty.
All right. Thank you very much, Honorable Noemidisha, there, for that statement of competence. And I hope, yes, over to you, Comrade Othiano. Why this position, and why are you the best person to represent the Faculty of Agriculture?
Thank you so much. I believe I'm the best person for this position because basing on what I've seen in our faculty, it needs someone with a fresh mind like me. Yeah, and I intend to actually provide solutions like to the problems that I've seen.
What are some of the main problems in School of Agriculture?
Okay, first one is academic, like issues related to academics.
Like missing marks?
Yeah, we have missing
So,
marks.
so how do you intend to solve the problem of missing marks?
Yeah, now for the sake of missing marks, that one I intend to work with the faculty admin and also the students, because if someone doesn't come to me,
Yes.
then there is no way I will help that person.
Mm.
And also, if someone comes to me and I don't communicate to the right person or to the people at the faculty, there is no way that person will be helped. So what happens is that if I don't play my role as a leader, the students will suffer and they will not get the services that they paid for.
Yeah.
So I intend to work with the faculty admins in a way that in case there is anything to do with missing marks, the students register.
Yes.
So that we are able to follow up.
Yes. Thank you very much. I'll get back to you. Yes. Ms. Naomi Gisha, you spoke of an issue which is, first of all, leadership, agriculture students showing up to be heard, to be included. What activities do you intend to do to make sure they are more vibrant, united, and are also recognized at the university as a competent college?
One of the solutions I offer is establishing partnerships and collaborations.
With other schools?
Yes. First of all, partnerships with educational institutions. For example, if we look at Makerere, their Faculty of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, being able to have a shared project together that could open up more opportunities, bring us out there, learning what they do, how they do it. Secondly, having training collaborations, for example, with industry players. For example, Uganda Industrial Research Institute, they have training programs which are free, where we can go and learn skills like turning food waste into paper or briquettes. Secondly, having an agriculture exhibition. Even though people have had a lot of agriculture expositions, we do not have one in the faculty in this university. So one of the things I want to do is to have a day where we showcase our projects, our products, telling more about our faculty. The third one is encouraging student activities that promote their interests. For example, if it's having an agriculture club or agribusiness club, nutrition club, or partnering with other clubs like the UCU Coffee Club, activities that will encourage students to be out there more, to let others know, oh, there is this faculty, and this is what they are doing, this is what they are up to.
All right, thank you very much. And to you, Comrade Theono, your faculty has a few different courses. What can you do to make sure you work together in sync with agriculture, food science, all these faculties, to make sure you're working together to execute activities that bring you together and for the general good of the faculty?
Okay. So, to answer that question,
yes,
mine will be direct, simply because it is not that I'm just going to do, but I've started doing something.
Yes.
For example, we need unity. So if we don't unite as students from the Faculty of Agriculture, there is no way we are going to move.
What are some of the things you've been doing?
Fine. The first one is I worked with my colleagues, fellow students, and we created a football club or team for the faculty. And if you were there, the other semester we had inter-faculty tournament and we managed to reach semi-finals.
Yes.
So simply because being a leader, because right from year one I've been a leader, class representative, and also the president. So I discovered that for us to move as a team, because we had people or students from different intakes, so what I did was to create that football team just to unite the students, because if we are divided, there is no way we can move to the next level. Because if we don't agree, I don't think, if maybe you've read the Bible somewhere in the book of Amos 3:3, it says, if the two don't agree, will they move?
Yes.
Or will the two move together if they don't agree?
Yes.
So that is what I started, and
All right. Thank you very much for that. And that brings us to end of a segment where I was asking you about basically what you can do and how you plan to solve problems. Before we close off, we'll be checking if there are any comments online to see what you think. But also in terms of general knowledge, and this time I'll start with you, Mr. Otieno Brian. We have the government debating the GMOs in Parliament. This is an issue that of genetically modified foods, of course, and agriculture. It's an issue of great national concern to many Ugandans. What's your opinion on that? And of course, I'll have yours on the same after.
Okay, thank you. Now, on issues to do with the GMO, we clearly know that, okay, this one depends on the society. That's the first thing, because for you to come up with a GMO, you have to carry some genes, for example, from maybe an animal to a plant.
Yes.
For example, you can do it on tomatoes. So what happens is that most people don't agree or don't buy that idea, simply because there are people who don't eat meat. So if you transfer the genes from maybe from maybe a cow to a tomato, eventually this person will.
Do you personally agree with GMO being implemented in Uganda?
I personally, I don't agree, but I encourage hybrids because it's through the hybrids that we.
So could you tell our viewers what's the difference between hybrids and GMOs?
Okay, hybrids. These are just like, I can call them you cross maybe the local and the exotic, and you come up with the offsprings that are able to do better than the two parents. Okay. So they are superior. Right. But now when you talk of the GMOs, this one involves transfer of genes from maybe organisms that belong to another species to.
All right. Thank you very much for that informed opinion. And I would like to ask you the same. What's your opinion of as MP to be not just here, but hopefully in the national parliament?
Currently, I do not think Uganda should adopt GMOs for now, because first of all, we need to have the right kind of policies that govern the way they are handled, because we know that it comes with a lot of responsibility, because there is easy transfer. Let's say if I plant my GMOs here, you have to make sure that there is no transfer. We need a lot of policy development. We are still working on that. Next, we need enough infrastructure, the right kind of infrastructure. And we are still working on that. And awareness. Right now, people are not yet aware of the implications, what happens when we get GMOs, because there are also side effects. For example, there is a side effect of health concerns. So right now, I don't think the country is really ready to adopt them.
All right. Thank you very much, my dear panelists today for this informed debate we are having. I would like to give you, before we close, just 15 seconds to make a call of action to your voters so that they come and exercise their mandate, but also support you. I would like to start with you, Comrade Otieno.
Okay, thank you so much for the opportunity. So to my beloved brothers and sisters, I call upon you to support me, vote me. That is on 15th of November, because with commitment, dedication, shared vision, and unity, we shall move, or we shall build faculty that is vibrant or that is dynamic. So I call upon you people to entrust me with your vote, and I promise, and I'm very eager to serve, because that is the reason as why I'm here, because we have to move to the next level as a faculty, simply because we are the minority right now, but we need to bring more people on board. We need to do things that will attract or bring students from different regions to come and join us, so that we all move as citizens.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Comrade Otieno there, and we hope, of course, they do come to to support you. A moment. I'm told there's a question from the audience. I'll just. Okay. The question goes to Othieno. Why are you concentrating on agriculture? Yet the faculty is consisting of food science and technology and also human nutrition. How sure are you that you're going to provide every student in the faculty and not just agriculture students? And then also a fresh mind for Honorable Brian, a fresh mind for a great faculty. Why do you say a fresh mind, and yet he always spearheaded activities as the chairperson of the faculty? Don't believe it's essential to provide opportunities to, don't you believe it's essential to provide opportunities for a truly new perspective and a genuinely fresh mind to the faculty? The first question asking you how, of course, you bring together other courses, but also the second one is that, are you really new because you've already been in leadership?
So
quickly,
I'll start by answering the first one, that is about like why I'm talking about agriculture.
Yes.
So we all know that I'm here just because of the Faculty of Agriculture. So I want to represent our faculty. So the Faculty of Agricultural Sciences. And these departments like human nutrition, food science, and this, it's part of the Faculty of what? Agriculture. And that's why I'm here. So secondly,
the issue of whether you're a fresh mind, because you've already been in leadership.
I believe
he's questioning your slogan.
I believe I'm a fresh mind, simply because this is a new constituency, and even for this constituency to be created, I pushed for it. I had to represent. I had to go up to the Parliament to give reasons as to why we need to have a constituency, and that's why we are here. So I believe I will be able to move the faculty to the next level. And secondly, even when we were there, they clearly told us that if the person who shall send doesn't represent us, the faculty will be nullified. And I believe I have the knowledge and the ability to at least do something.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for providing that perspective. And just a question to you. Any plans for availing seedlings? Students, it's free seedlings to plant at home. That's a question to you.
I believe that can be achieved. Whether it is through a collaboration with, as I said before, planning a collaboration with industry players. So approaching, let's say, an institute like NARO, I believe that's possible to get free seedlings.
All right. And finally, your parting remarks in 15 seconds, already dark. So.
To my fellow students, at the end of the day, we want what's best for us and the best for our faculty. And I bring a vision of empowered voices and built visibility. I am committed and determined to achieve this vision with all of you and your support. Thank you so much. I kindly ask you to vote for me.
Just repeat.
Okay. At the end of the day, we want what's best for us and what's best for our faculty. And I believe that my vision of empowered voices and built visibility will achieve this. At the end of the day, I ask for your votes to achieve this, because I can do this with you only. Thank you so much.
All right, my dear panelists and candidates to your respective voters, thank you very much for joining me today. It was a great honor. You are such informed and competent candidates. I think that's a good problem for the faculty to deal with. And at the end of the day, it's a young faculty. I hope whoever takes the day, the institution still needs, the faculty still needs leadership, and you can all work together to make it a strong one. Thank you very much, and I wish you a good day.
Thank you.
All right.
how's that going, guys?
Some food.
Yes, thank you very much, our dear viewers and the whole community of Uganda Christian University for joining us today as we continue with this series where we are discussing some of the issues that, of course, are pertinent to all of you as students in the light of the upcoming elections, and, of course, to discuss them are the very people who aspire to be your leaders in that upcoming election. Right here is one of the biggest constituents we have had today, which is the institution of the male residents, and we have three gentlemen who will then justify why they should be the leaders in the capacity of member of parliament of this very big community. You're most welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, and of course I would like to give you this opportunity to introduce yourself, but also remind the people of your slogan. Starting with you, sir.
Hello there. Greetings to you. My name is Emmanuel Edonu, and I'm vying for the position of male MP resident. I come with the slogan, let's revamp UCU. Thank you.
That's a very, let me not comment as a moderator, but yes, thank you, and thank you for joining us. The gentleman in the middle, could you also introduce yourself?
Thank you so much. My name is Torinawe Brian Kamara, vying for the post of MP resident male, and my slogan is short and simple and direct. Your voice is my mission. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much, Comrade Brian there, and the gentleman on the far left.
Thank you very much. My name is Eugene Chironde, and my slogan is breaking barriers, building the future. And I'm standing for the post of MP resident male.
Yes, thank you very much. And
Oh my God.
okay, good. All right. Thank you very much. And of course, to start immediately with you is Comrade Eugene. What makes you a better candidate than your two opponents sitting here next to you?
Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to appreciate both the candidates that are against me. I believe they're very good gentlemen, but I believe I'm the best candidate for this position because of the ideas about leadership that I hold. First of all, that being servant leadership. I believe that I present a good amount of servant leadership with the past experience of leadership that I've had, but also my belief.
Could you highlight that experience?
Yes, I've been able to serve as the class representative of my class.
Yes.
A task which requires, for anybody who has been a class representative, a lot of work, but I've been able to hold it properly and contribute very productively to my class. So I believe coming in for this position will give me another broad audience to also ensure that I have that skill ironed out as to the student body as a MP residence male.
All right, thank you very much. And moving on to Comrade Brian here, sitting in the middle. What do you think are some of the main issues, that are faced by male residents that drove you to come and stand for this position?
Thank you so much. Issues are very many, but like you've said, the major issues I noticed among the male residents, it's effective addressing of their issues and security-wise. Yes.
All right. Could you elaborate on those?
For the first point of effective addressing people's issues, we normally have groups like platforms whereby if you have an issue, you can actually air it out.
Yeah.
So someone comes and they're like, my bulb is not working, and then you see them actually being provoked, like they keep saying, I've been complaining for this from the last 2 weeks, last 3 weeks, last 4 weeks, and nothing's being done, you understand?
Yeah.
So they get frustrated, they're inconvenienced, they're actually not happy. So when I saw that, I said, but something can be done about this, and actually had an idea that I actually be able to solve such an issue.
All right.
Then another thing for security, I don't want to dwell too much on things like security cameras because I believe it all starts with you as an individual. Because you can have security cameras in the place, but if you're the individual, they're trying to protect using the cameras, it's actually careless. It's actually pointless. You understand?
Yeah.
So yeah, those are major issues that I've been able to notice, and I believe I can provide solutions to them.
All right, thank you very much. And of course, I'll be engaging you on the solutions that you've thought about, but also how you can mobilize the community, male residents, behind being more careful on matters of security. And of course, the gentleman on my immediate left, similar question as to Comrade Eugene. What makes you so confident that you're the best competitor, but also representative of male residents?
First and foremost, I want to thank the electorates who are joining us online. And I also want to thank my colleagues, Brian and Eugene, for making up to come and represent the students. What makes me the best candidate for this position? I must not say I'm the best candidate for this position. I must say we are the best. All the three of us can work together and ensure that the well-being and safety of students is guaranteed. So I'm not going to say I have a better manifesto than them, I have rich experience in leadership than them. No, I trust that anything can be done, provided we put in collective effort together with working with the administration. Basically, I have a rapport that is existing with the current administration, and I don't think that there will be so much frustration if given an opportunity to serve in this position.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And back to you, my comrade Eugene. How do you intend to smoothen communication? He has spoken of frustrations, somebody complaining about a bulb and it's not worked on, and he has also spoken of the same issue. If you were the MP, how would you smoothen communication? There are two sides. There's the students to you, and then you to the administration.
I think, first of all, we have to understand the pillars of good communication. Good communication consists of the person being there, first of all, and having a valuable platform from which this communication can be addressed to, but also ensuring that the service providers themselves are available every time. So we can have a system of accountability, having them check in the rooms at least monthly to ensure that all these services that the students are complaining about, say for example bulbs and sockets that cannot easily be addressed in time, are available. So in ensuring that, we shall have more effective communication between them. So I believe that the skill that I would be providing is being the mediator between that, ensuring that that communication comes through to the different service providers, but also to the students themselves. I believe is the best solution to the problem of communication.
All right. Thank you very much. And in terms of mobilizing, first of all, I'd like to give you the opportunity. You said earlier that you had a solution. I'd like to give you the opportunity to answer that.
Thank you so much. For the first issue that I talked about, effective addressing people's issues, like I said, delaying actually working people's issues, I had an idea, like I like using, should I say, examples. Like in the Bible, in the story of Joseph, when times of famine were there, people didn't have food. But what helped Joseph were those dreams of 7 years of plenty, 7 years of what? Nothing. So in the 7 years of plenty, when they had a lot, what did Joseph do? They stocked up everything. So when the 7 years of nothing came up, they had something to do. So my idea is, before we always come to hold for every semester, we have 2 or 3 weeks before. So my view was like, instead of actually waiting for people to come to campus and when they have issues, work on them, why not procure those things like the bulbs, the sockets, and put them in a place like a store? So when you have an issue, you come, you're like, Kamara, my bulb's not working. So we don't tell you to wait, we just go to the store, get it from there, fix it for in your room, and you're comfortable and you're not inconvenienced. Then for the second point was security. I talked about the point of, you can have cameras in the place, yes, but still, things really get lost. Now, I'm going to give an analogy of football. If you have a football team, if your defense is tight, you don't give chance to the opponent to score your goals. So it comes down to also the same thing. You can have security cameras in the halls of residence, yes, but if you're the person who's actually trying to look out for you, not being careful yourself, it doesn't help you out. Because you can be in your room, you invite your friends to come over. I've had people come with their friends from outside. Once their friends leave, something is gone. So if you're not vigilant enough, you're giving people an opportunity to what? To take your property.
Yes.
So in that instance, I just urge people, on top of actually doing everything, to be vigilant. When you're having friends over, put your possessions in a safe place. Certain people come and you can do rounds after they're gone. You actually be able to know that this and this is there.
Yeah. Thank you very much. And I'll bring forward your question to Comrade Emma in the interest of time, which is how do we mobilize the students behind being more vigilant about the security? Because I think the general argument is that security starts with a culture of being careful. How do you bring students behind this?
First and foremost, we have to acknowledge that security is a social concern. It's not only something that is affecting UCU or affecting residents, it's something that affects us as a whole, as a community, as a nation, as a continent. And as a matter of fact, I admit that there have been really loopholes in terms of security. And this has been attributed to very many factors. Number one, negligence of students themselves. Yeah, that's something that we can't run away from. Then secondly, also, we have poor security. So mobilizing students, it's something very basic. As my comrade has said, that security begins with you. However, even if it begins with you, we also have to put task to the administration, because either way, whether we want it or not,
yes,
we are going to experience the same issues over and over again. The institution must be able to always find mechanisms, regardless of how students conduct themselves, to ensure that we curb and minimize on the number of losses and the security concerns that are happening.
Right.
So I'll basically come to advocate for students to be vigilant enough. More sensitizations taking place, both in halls of residence, in different platforms, telling people on the benefits of being very security conscious, because either way, whether we employ 10 policemen, whether we install CCTV cameras, but as long as you do not have the awareness, you do not have the ability to know that security is something that is serious, then definitely we are bound to have the same occurring every day and every day.
All right, thank you very much. And just one quick round of questions. It's one question for all the three of you before we close. I'll start this time with Comrade Eugene. But what activities will you do in your first month?
In my first month? First of all, my manifesto consists of the argument that as residents and male residents thereafter, we are not united. So in my first month, I want to ensure that we have, first of all, regular meetings to ensure that we have community workshops that can engage the male residents and ensure that we are united. Because I believe the platforms that we have, say for example the WhatsApp group, are still not giving us the opportunity as males to sit down and talk about few issues that affect us. So creating that platform and ensuring that students themselves participate in providing ideas to the different issues that we may have, because all of us here have different manifestos, borderline with different ideologies, but ensuring that first of all we have them to a consensus to agree on different issues would be my first target in my first month.
All right, thank you very much. And Comrade Brian, your first month, how does it look?
My first month, I won't lie, it looks to be big and right, but just for the sake of time, it's majorly involvement of the people. You know, when you are being a leader, always be there for the people, listen to them, engage them. Because people, they feel discontented whereby if they put in a position and instead of being there for them, you're not there. So in my first month, it will just be interacting with different people, talking to them, getting ideas from them, so that we cannot have one general thing after getting from many sources. We sit down, gentleman's table, have a gentleman meeting, or like, okay, guys, what can we do? Then we come to a consensus, and that meeting there just paves the way for the rest of the time to come forward.
Right. Thank you very much. And of course, over to you, Emma.
Basically, in my first 1 month, it's basically simple. We want the administration to be accountable to us, because all we have tried, the truth is that the unity is there. We have tried having these rapports, general meetings taking place, but we need the administration to come down And when I talk about administration, we have an existing administration that is there, but I'm talking about the top administrators to come and hear from the residents themselves and let them be the ones to give us ideas that they think, give us the solutions that they think they have been putting in place. Because as far as I'm concerned, I've gotten a benefit to work in this position, and all these solutions have been tried. And one thing I've realized is that the administration is a little bit lagged up. So that bridge, that gap that is there, needs to be filled with the administration coming and rest assuring the students. Because one thing I know is that they are losing hope in leaders. And this is the one thing that we do not want them to lose.
Yes.
Because we are all these gentlemen you see here are very confident.
Yeah.
These gentlemen can represent their needs. But the challenge is that the administration a little bit lags behind and creates a really big hiccup for us. So in the first month, I expect to have the students interact with the top administration.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And finally, there's a question from the comments to Honorable Brian. According to your manifesto, there is more of I tirelessly worked, I made all effort. This kind of shows that you're not a team player. Most of the achievements show sole work. Do you want to take credit for all the achievements mentioned, or are there other stakeholders not acknowledged?
Thank you for that question.
Just clarify your...
Yeah, I'll actually disclaim that. Like how we have the, how should I say? When Argentina played the World Cup, Argentina won, but on the face of it, who are they seeing? Messi, obviously, right?
Yes.
But keeper was there, defense was there. So I don't want people to think that I'm saying I'm being solo, because by the time I come to that people, I have people actually behind me who are pushing me. You understand? Just like this country, it has many arms of the government, judiciary, legislature, and executive, but at the forefront is His Excellency Yoweri Museveni.
Yes.
So that's actually a disclaimer. I'm not doing everything solo. I have people behind me who actually help me. So I'm just there to be there for the people.
Yes, thank you very much for answering that. It's important. And just to conclude, I'd like to give each of you 15 seconds to make a call of action to the potential voters, starting with you, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, our electorates over there. My name is Edon Emmanuel, and I'll be coming for the position of MP male resident. And my call for action is that always remember to exercise your civic right. Ensure that you vote for the candidate that you trust in. You've heard us speak here, and the ball is over to you. Remember that together we can make UCU great by revamping UCU. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. And yes, Comrade Brian.
Thank you so much. Name is Brian Kamara Turinawe, going for the post of MP resident male. My call of action to the electorate is unity is better than diversity. If we stand together, we can do something, we can move further. That's what I believe in. We are stronger together and we can go further together the shortest time period. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And finally,
Thank you so much to the electorate. My name is Jen Chironde, and I'm standing for the post of MP resident male, and kindly requesting for your support. And my call of action to you is to ensure that you break the barrier and the belief that student politics isn't important. We create a linkage between you and the administration, and we believe that we are the best representatives. With the manifestos that we have shared to you today, you have a right to choose the leader that you believe is important and is going to change you and your residential area. And I believe that those residential areas are our homes and we should protect them. Thank you very much, and come Wednesday, I would like to vote for me as your MP resident.
yes, thank you very much, gentlemen, for your time. It was an honor to be able to deliver this. I believe you have all made competent cases, which is, as I told someone, it's a good problem to have for the residents. And good luck. May the best player win.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All right. I wish you a good day.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Thank you. right, thank you very much, our dear Uganda Christian University community, for joining us throughout the series that we are having today, of course, to try and get the opinions, competences, issues and solutions of the different constituents. And of course, that is coming directly from the persons contesting for the representative role of member of parliament. And today, and right here, in this moment, we have a gentleman from the business world. You're most welcome to join us. You'll introduce yourself, faculty, course, and of course, remind the people of your slogan. You're most welcome.
Yes, thank you for this opportunity, Electoral Commission. Yes, I go by the name of Guma Christian Edega. I'm currently pursuing Bachelor's of Procurement and Logistics Management.
Yes.
I'm in my third year. Well, my slogan is stronger together.
All right. Thank you very much for coming here to speak to your voters directly. It takes some guts. But why this position? Why do you want to be the Member of Parliament?
Well, first thing I want to do, why I want to have this position,
Yes.
basically, one is to develop a professional mindset for our students.
Yes.
However much we learn things from class,
Yeah.
I want us to grow in a professional way.
Yes.
And that is basically growing as a professional. You may be doing accounting, I may be doing procurement, somebody else may be doing HR,
Yes.
is doing human resource management.
Yes.
So as you learn from class, we need to have this impact, physical, like we need to have it hands-on. We need to have that kind of experience that will help us grow
Yeah.
in the job market.
Yeah.
That is basically what it's actually about.
And how do you intend to achieve this?
First of all, I want us to, in my regime, I want us to grow the business society. It is one aspect that has kind of died out during the years, and I want, one of my first things is to enable this business society to grow. I want it to be publicized outside. I need it to help the students, because one of its major goals was to mentor students.
Yes.
Professionally. And so if we build this and we go out as business students from the business society, this can enable students to view broader aspects of the job environment.
Yes.
Yes, that's one of the things that I want to work upon.
Thank you very much, Mr. Guma. But what are some of the other problems that students in your faculty face?
Yes, one of the biggest challenges that I've seen is the issue of missing marks, coursework marks, tests.
Yeah.
Well, that issue, I want to find a way of addressing it. First, I want to first find out what are the major causes of these problems. Is it that the students are not compliant with the lecturers? Is it the lecturers that are having the issue?
Yeah.
Could it be MIS? Could it be maybe the technology that they're using? Is it that they don't understand where to put the documents? Then basically, after getting to know those causes that are causing the problem of missing marks, we look for strategies of implementing. Like for example, where I'm doing internship from, we have something that we have what they call annual reports or quarterly reports. If in a semester we could have to see who's having the biggest percentage of missing marks.
Yes.
We will try to tackle
some data.
Yes, we'll try to tackle and see why is it that students of maybe BPLM year 2 semester 1 are having the biggest number of people with missing marks. We'll try to see how we can break that down, find out what has caused that and how we can find a solution to that.
All right, and of course to do all of these activities you need to unite the students behind these causes. How do you intend to unite the members under the different faculties, under the faculty and of course across different departments?
Well, we are trying to have engagements with other faculties. That's why we are all coming onto the guild government.
Yeah.
The guild government is to help us unite the students together, to find a better way of advancing this university.
Are there any activities you're thinking about?
Well, majorly, they are majorly basically to build business.
Yes.
But as we grow, if they can be implemented fast, like in a better way or faster, we could keep spreading them to other faculties. Like I've liked what School of Journalism had done.
Yes.
The previous MPs, they are trying to build a line for their students. They are going through I saw them going for there was a competition for the journalists where I saw that I think they came out second.
Yes.
Yeah, so if also business could participate in some of those things, like now we have the Stand Big Bank
Yes.
has one of those activities where they fund projects that have excelled. If business can also participate in such, the School of Business can participate through the society,
Yes.
can participate in such activities, it could build the students, let me say, students' enthusiasm for business.
Yes.
Yes, and grow as professionals in
Yes.
whatever they are doing.
Thank you very much, Mr. Guma. And as we come to a close, is there anything else you would like the voters to know about you and your capacity?
Yes, basically I want to tell them that I'm here to serve you. We're here to listen to your cries. We are here to implement what our predecessors have failed to do. Whatever they had maybe in their manifestos, we're here to implement them. And we're here to unite you together to be one for the betterment of the university. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. And it was an honor having you. And I hope that our dear voters have listened in, and they will make an informed decision come next week. Thank you very much. And we are continuing with our series today, where, of course, we are discussing several issues pertinent to our dear Uganda Christian University community and some of the solutions that can come for the betterment of the whole community in the light of the upcoming elections next week, where we shall select leaders to be able to push and front some of these issues and agendas. And with me right now are colleagues, honorables from the Faculty of Social Sciences. You're most welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, we normally rely on social scientists to guide us on how we can, structure our community, at least after the Bible. I know you're the next experts on some of these issues. And before we delve into the discussion, I'd like to give each of you an opportunity to introduce yourselves, your faculty, but also your slogan. Starting with you, sir.
Wow. Thank you, Mr. Moderator. I'm by name Ezra Rwanga, a student of social work and social administration in my second year, first sem. I'm very privileged that I'm here talking to our electorate. My slogan, it is clearly stated that you vote a servant leader and you see a big change, but accompanied with the great university begins with the great school of social science.
Thank you very much. And you're most welcome, Comrade Ezra.
Thank you.
Yes. And the lady in the middle.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
My name is Akila Masi. I just got second semester. I'm so honored to be here today.
And service with pride, lead with confidence, and inspire to impact lives. It basically talks about service with pride. Like, if you're not proud of what you're doing, then why are you doing it?
Yes.
And when you're leading, lead with confidence. Because if you're not confident, what are you going to be doing?
Yes.
Then inspiring, you have to inspire that thing that you're going to do. Do it so that you can impact lives, so that people can look onto you.
Yes. Thank you very much. And you're most welcome, Miss Mercy, to this discussion. And yes, finally, the gentleman on the left.
I want to say thank you very much for the opportunity and the time that you have all given unto us. And also especially me. My name is Mwema James, an aspirant, School of Social Sciences, second year of first semester. And I'm so honored to be here. And my slogan, as it says, as simple as it is, it's called Standing Together. Yes.
All right, thank you very much, and you're most welcome, comrade. And I would like to delve straight into the discussion. Of course, our dear voters would like to know, starting with you, my brother Ezra, what makes you the best candidate for Member of Parliament for the mighty Faculty of Social Sciences?
Wow, thanks for that question. It is not all about what makes me the best candidate,
yes,
but what drives me to come for this. Of course, in the Faculty of Social Science, in fact, we advanced.
Yes.
It's a mistake to say faculty. We are the whole school,
yes,
the School of Social Science.
Yes.
The School of Social Science has got brain members who can present, who can represent us in this election. So this one disregards that what made me to come, but it is that pain we have for our School of Social Science that drives us to this step. And it is what we want to discuss with you this evening.
Yes, thank you very much. And I will get back to you definitely on some of those issues. But over to you, Mercy. Why this position?
Why this position? Just like my opponent said, it's not why I'm coming. It's because of the problems that we have in the faculty,
yes,
that have not been dealt with. For example,
were to look at the disunity between the faculty, as a faculty, School of Social Sciences,
Yes.
we are made of about 4. But then, in most cases, people think that social sciences is only for the social workers because they feel like social workers, because we're the most, so social sciences belongs to it. So I want to come in to change people's mindset, to show that social sciences, it's for everyone. Like, if you're doing human rights, you also belong to social sciences.
For record, what are the other, what are the departments under the school?
We have social work, as
Yes.
I mentioned, social work and social administration. Then we have human rights. We have governance and international relations.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. And over my comrade over there, we would like to know, they have said that it's not just why they are coming as individuals, but there are pain points that drive a passion to be able to solve them. What are some of the pain points? Of course, they will also have the opportunity, but starting with you, what are some of the pain points within the school that you think need to be addressed, and that is also propelling you to come and be here today?
Okay, first and foremost, I want to say thank you and for the opportunity once again.
Yeah.
And clearly, leadership is something very important, and I ought to urge each and every individual to participate in leadership.
Yes.
Now, going to your question, I have something under my manifesto which I called it the Big 5 Agenda. And the Big 5 Agenda, I've analyzed and seen the challenges that we face in our faculty. And there are 5 major ones. And I would have, if you give me the pleasure, I would want to begin with one, which I'll call it popularity and engagement.
Yes.
What do I mean by popularity and engagement? Our faculty...
Precisely, yeah?
Yes.
Please be precise for time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would want to create awareness, and our awareness in a way that our faculty is vibrant.
Yes.
Now, what do I mean by vibrant? In terms of participation, in terms of engagement, yeah, in terms of growth, yeah. My faculty, even right now, 80% of the people in my faculty, yeah, in the whole school, sorry, they don't know where my faculty lies.
Yes.
When you ask someone where is the School of Social Science,
yes,
they don't know. So that is, I feel like that is lack of awareness. Yeah, people don't know what.
Yes. So information, yes, information and awareness.
Yes.
Right.
So I feel like I need to advocate for this, and I feel like I need to speak out to bring out the major issues so that we can move on forward and engage everyone in this.
Yeah.
Permit me.
Could you run through the 4 quickly?
Okay. My second theme is the tuition issue.
Yes.
Yeah, most of my fellow students having issues of to do exams because of tuition failure to pay.
Yes.
Yeah, so I feel like under my leadership, I feel like I can advocate for more. I can advocate for more students from School of Social Sciences to be in this list, to be part of this list. Yeah. So that's one another initiative that I want to work on. Another initiative that I want to work on is missing marks, and I know this conversation has been run on in all faculties and they've been talking about, but in social sciences it has become like a main theme. Yeah, it has become, people are not graduating just because of missing marks. Yeah, when you look at the diploma class that graduated, very few people graduated. Yeah, because of lack of marks.
Yes.
So I feel like this is a general issue. I also wanted to tackle on the disorganization.
Yes.
Yeah, my faculty is really disorganized, and what do I mean in terms of timetable? Many classes are really clashing. Yeah, you find like recently I was campaigning, and the year 1 second semester they had a class at K2.
Yes.
Yes, there was another class assigned in the same room.
Yes.
So I feel like there's disorganization in terms of the faculty level.
We need to move, so.
Yes. Permit me. The last and the next thing is it's about graduation, as I said.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's so painful for someone to study for 3 consecutive years, and then at the end of the day, someone tells you you're not going to graduate. Right. So it's so painful, and I feel like people should entrust me, put me in power, and I feel like these are the things that I need to tackle on.
All right, thank you very much. And just a request that we be precise so that everybody gets a chance. Comrade Ezra, I know you have to submit as well on what you intend to do in terms of activities and ideas. You're most welcome.
Thank you. On supplementing on my colleague, I would like to disregard the point that students of social science, they don't know where the faculty is, because it is a mandatory to everyone.
Yes.
It is where our lecturers sit, it is where we go for our issues and so on.
Yeah.
I think he is right to some extent, but for every student of social science, I think before that person proceeds with the program, they may be of that. So on this juncture, allow me also to talk about my manifesto.
Yes, please, in 2 minutes.
My manifesto, it was named the 7-point manifesto. And to do everything, or to start every activity in social science,
yes,
what we intend to revive the functioning of the association.
Yes.
As my colleague told you, only that she left out 2 programs.
Yes.
Under the School of Social Science, we have the Bachelor of Social Work and Social Administration. We have the Bachelors of International Relations and Diplomacy.
Yes.
We have Human Rights. We have Developmental Studies. We have Public Administration.
Yes.
All those people, they are facing challenges, but they are lacking fair representation when it comes to the guild government. So it is to my knowledge that I have been one of the guild officials in the past government.
Yes.
I learned the experience on how we can address some of these matters.
Yes.
It is unfortunate, you can see just previous week we had the session week, but it is really touching, paining that it is only our School of Social Science that our sessions, they never participated.
Yes.
And yet in the guild government, that money is available. But you know why? The MPs, if you don't submit in your request for that money, for the session, obviously you don't come for it.
Yes.
So having that knowledge on how we can do things and the experience which I have acquired in the past government,
yes,
I look forward to bring a significant change
yes,
in our School of Social Science.
All right. Thank you very much. They have spoken about unity, including yourself, within the faculties. How do you intend to unite these colleges, but also to unite social science as a school together with the university?
By engaging them in activities like outreaches and other activities, because basically in most cases when we have, like, let me say if social workers are having an outreach or something, in most cases it's the ones that go for it, the others are left out. Let me say, for instance, last semester we had the outreach of the Padika, so it was basically for the Para Councillor Association. But then in most cases, most of the people that appeared there were social workers. There was no one that went there from the international relations class, even public administration. None of them, most of them were social workers.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make sure when I come to power, I'm going to make sure I engage them. I talk to them and tell them they should engage more in such activities in order to unite.
All right, thank you very much. Just a bit louder. I would also like to give you an opportunity to state some of in a minute or less, the activities that you want to focus on.
Basically, I would like to, because they have talked about most of them, but then I would like to talk about the delayed coursework.
Yes.
Coursework marks. You know, in most cases, students want to do papers when they already know their coursework marks, so that they know where their strength lies.
Yes.
So that when they know that if I have like maybe a 40 here in coursework, how much am I working for? How much should I work for?
Yes.
So that I can, get those marks that I want, that I desire. But then if the lecturers are going to give them courseworks late, or maybe even sometimes give them the courseworks on the day they're going to do their exams, how are they going to come to that goal?
Yes.
So when I come into power, when I'm voted into power, I'll make sure I talk to the lecturers, our head of department, Mr. Kasule, so that he tries and talks to the lecturers to put coursework marks at least 1 week before exams, so that people can know their marks before they enter for the exams.
All right, thank you very much. Honorable, you talked about several issues, but one of the biggest strengths of social science is numbers, especially at I believe if you get all students in all universities, Makerere, Gulu, it's a big number. How best can the School of Social Science, as I was corrected now, can it collaborate with other social scientists all over the country to provide collaboration opportunities for your students?
Okay, thank you very much. To answer your question, both the universities and we all have a body, and under the body we have the National Association of Social Workers in Uganda that represents everyone. Now, this body working hand in hand.
Yeah.
I would really want to partner with them to bring out something that is called the School of Social Science Gala.
Yeah.
Now, under the School of Social Science Gala, I'll try to bring out activities that will engage each and every university, and most especially schools that are involved in social sciences. Yeah, to make sure that we participate in activities that, first of all, that they generate tuition. Yeah, they generate income for people that are living in bad livelihood, because we have students that are outside there, but they're having challenges. The financial challenges, they have their well-being, welfare. It's also a challenge.
Yeah.
So I feel like me engaging with them to participate in this gala will help to equip them.
Yeah.
Together, working together also with the other universities.
Yeah.
So me, I feel like working with creating a gala that will help engage all universities together, which will bring unity at the end of the day.
All right, thank you very much, gentlemen. There's a question for you. I appreciate if you answer in 15 seconds. How sustainable are your intended activities in the long run? How sustainable are your intended activities in the long run?
How sustainable?
Yes.
They are very well sustainable because I have everything that I need. Yeah, first of all, because I'm a competent leader. Yeah, I'm well versed with what's going on in the country.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm well versed with social work as a profession. So yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. And of course, final round of questions is around general knowledge, which I believe shouldn't be a problem. But just because as leaders in social science, it is expected that you have the capacity to deal with some of the issues. And I'll start with you, Comrade Ezra. You imagine a scenario where you are tasked to deal with some of the strategic problems the society or the country of Uganda will have to deal with in 2035, the year 2035. What are some of the key issues that the country should focus on to avoid some of the problems? What are some of the problems that we're likely to face as a country 15 years from now in 2035, and how can we solve them before they come to pass?
Well, of course, that question is very reaching. As a social scientist.
Yes.
I look at that one just as a country needs to bring the collective effort. But when we are dealing with problems, in this case, before you solve the problem, you look at the cause of the problem. So you are saying, what can be the strategies of the problem which may come in 2035? Of course, we have to first deal with the cause of that problem. So as among those people who are developing policies to address such problem, I would advocate to first deal with the cause before we look at the problems. Because if we deal with the cause, obviously the problem will not occur.
Yes. Thank you very much.
But maybe on that note, if you can allow me just to submit, because I talked about the 7-point manifesto, I just outlined. I just mentioned
I'm going to give you a chance as we are exiting to list.
All right.
Some of those issues. You could answer the same question. You're planning for Uganda 10 years, 15 years from now. What are some of the things we need to consider so that our society is successful?
Just like the way he has said it, you have to know the problem. So after knowing the problem and the cause of the problem, then you have to do away with corruption, because corruption is so much in the country. Because if leaders are corrupt and they keep on embezzling funds that are used for, let me say, economic growth, economic development, infrastructure development, the country will not go into any heights. So they have to make sure that the leaders should not be corrupt. They should use the money. They should be accountable for the money that they are given, so that if you're to look at the country and you're like, yeah, our money has gone to this, to that,
Yes.
to that.
Yes, thank you very much. And Honorable, you're the MP of School of Social Science, and you were asked to provide a position on the Israel-Palestine conflict, which is currently happening, where we saw Hamas rebels attacking and killing Israelites, but also Israel retaliating with killing of with an assault that has killed over 10,000 Palestinians. As lead of a school that includes social international diplomacy among others, what statement would you make?
What statement? Now, first of all, I don't support the violence and the war that is going on right now.
Yeah.
I feel like it's inhuman, if I can say. It's human, and it detaches from human rights, because I feel like we all have a say, but at the end of the day, how have you carried the say? Yeah, and I feel like war, it's not a solution. You know, the best way to solve violence is to sit down on the table.
Yes.
So I would engage the leaders that are involved in all this to sit down, to find out a solution. Yeah, because at the end of the day, they are not the ones getting affected. It's the people who are getting affected. It's the society. Yeah. So even there's also a saying that when two elephants are fighting, it's the grass that is affected.
Yes.
Yeah. So I feel like they will all need to sit down. Yeah. And they need a strong advocacy role to see that whatever they are discussing should be implemented. Yeah. So every decision they are making to ensure that there is, first of all, human rights. Yeah. To ensure that every person receives equal demand, because I know both sides will have different things they bring on the table. So I feel like both of them need to be heard, and then they bring their problems to the table, and then they solve it.
All right, thank you very much, gentlemen and lady. It has been a fruitful discussion, and of course, we moved all the way from competences, analyzing issues facing the society, but also as social scientists and a leader among them, being able to diagnose problems of society, and that is a good thing. Right now, I'd like to give each of you 30 seconds to say a few remarks, including a call to action to your potential voters. I would like to start with you, and then we'll end with Comrade Ezra.
Okay, I want to first thank each and everyone that has given me the opportunity. I want to thank my supporters that have given in their best to see that I stand here. They have given their best to see that I am their next leader. And to those that are thinking of supporting me, I really request you to support me. Yeah, to know that we are pushing an ambition, to know that we are pushing a mission forward. We are not only choosing a leader, but we are choosing a leader that can make a difference, a leader that can create change, a leader that can create a social transformation. So I'm requesting each and every one of you to please come Wednesday next week to please vote Mwema James as your MP. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much. And yes, please, your parting remarks.
I would like to say I am so elated to be here, and I want to thank all my supporters out there for bringing me this far, because I know without you people I would not be here. With the nominations and then the vetting now, I really want to appreciate you people for everything that you've done for me. And I'm not going to do promises here, but at least I know that when you entrust me with this leadership, I know that there are things that I am going to work upon, mostly the post-work issue to not be an issue. And come 15th November, which is Wednesday, please, I'm kindly requesting for your support, because I know I can't do this alone.
All right, thank you very much, and it was really nice having you on the panel discussion. And finally, Comrade Ezra.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. I'm very humbled and exceedingly honored to be talking to my voters.
Yes.
First of all, I want to congratulate you for having gone successfully in nomination, and I also want to thank you for your unwavering support which you are continuing to give to our camp. Please keep it up. But I want to commend you to go through the manifesto which I shared within the group. And when you look at that manifesto, we have the reviving of the association, we have advocating for the discussion debates, which will help in professional development and intellectual growth. Of course, when you vote me, of course that one, it's going to be one of my goals, Then we want also to introduce what we call the Social Responsibility Day. On that day, as social workers, we shall be the one leading the community worship, shall be the one be serving in the DH, but at last we shall be having the banner with the theme, which is aimed at creating awareness of what we intend to address. Yes. So I call upon everyone that come on Wednesday, don't miss a chance. Vote a servant leader and see a big change in our faculty, the School of Social Science. I thank you and I wish you a blessed weekend and all good things. For those one who are on off-SEM, I want to congratulate you upon towards completion of your internship. Please take it and do it to the best of your knowledge. Make the good reports so that you can present and get the good marks. Yes. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Comrade Ezra, and of course the other panelists that we have here, including Mercy and James. Thank you very much. It was a great honor. I must say that the fact that you came with books and papers shows respect to your voters, and I think that's a good sign in leadership. And
if you can allow me to pass out this just to my voters.
Yes, please.
To my voters outside there, those one around the campus and outside, those one who are off SEM. When I go through, I have already worked out with my team. The first thing I'm going to buy the jersey for our School of Social Science in January. The first day, that jersey will be at the faculty and we shall unveil it together. All right. I wish you the best.
Thank you very much. And that closes our session today. And I wish you all successful campaigns. And I wish you also Yes, welcome back to our series today where we are delving into different issues facing the community of Uganda Christian University. And of course, to answer some of the problems, those challenges, we have the very people aspiring to be elected next week to serve as members of parliament for the next 1 year, a representative role where they'll have to represent the people and front some of the agendas that are key to UCU community. And of course, with me here is a gentleman from the School of Nursing, also intent on representing that capacity. You're most welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you could introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Mulonji Joshua Sembatia. I am a student, semester 1, under the Faculty of Public Health, Nursing and Midwifery, and aspiring for the position of MP.
All right. What is your campaign slogan?
It's in 2 different formats.
Yeah, louder, please.
All meaning the same thing.
Speaking to you.
Caritas et Unitas,
Yeah.
Evangelity.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. And why go for the position of member of parliament? What drives you?
Majorly what drives me to this position, I feel there is something lacking, something that has been missing from the previous, my predecessors. Something is really missing. For example, when you look into our faculty, some issues aren't totally being mentioned about, but really they have an impactful thing to the life of the students. So when you look at it, really something has to be done. There is change required.
All right. Thank you very much. And in terms of stating some of those issues, what are some of the top 3 or few problems that you can identify very quickly?
Top 3 issues, majorly it's about the missing marks.
Missing marks,
late receiving of the results.
Yeah.
Because I think we're the last faculty that receives results here.
Yes.
So that issue has to be eradicated. Another thing is about, we as the faculty, representing the students' body, we feel something is lacking. Our knowledge isn't being shared to the university at large. So we want to bring in that ideology whereby even when you're a lawyer, journalist student, so you can as well have information, part of our knowledge.
All right, thank you very much. And of course, as a leader, you need your people to understand what you're driving. How do you intend to unite students under your faculty behind some of these agendas?
Yeah, about this, I intend to really make up, because when you look at our schedule, we are more fixed clinicals, class, presentations. Our schedule is really tight.
Yes.
So about this, we are trying. I've been trying, and my other current MP, Mr. Eric,
yes,
Honorable Eric, has been really trying to unite us, organize football functions, sports agendas.
So you intend to do more
parties.
of this?
Yeah. So when people come together, you can discuss an issue, part of the celebration.
All right. Thank you very much. And do you have any activities already in mind that you'll be doing?
Exactly.
Yes.
Another thing I had skipped earlier on.
Yes.
We intend to have refresher courses.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think hard, and I'm trying to bring it to table to the administrators.
Yeah.
We bring it to the fellow students, the refresher course. Another thing is about introducing the motivational speakers and career guidance, because we're studying, but not all of us know where we're going afterward.
Yeah.
After school. So majorly, that's what I'm trying to do.
Right. Thank you very much, and I hope the voters have listened. Okay. I would like to give you a few seconds, 15 seconds, to say a word, call to action, the members of your faculty as regards the election.
Exactly. First of all, I thank the Lord Almighty for bringing me here, giving us the gift of life, enabling the entire university to run its activities, the EC, the faculties, and more to say, my beloved fans, supporters, my class and other years. Thank you so much. I'm trying to organize this thing of reaching out to everyone, man to man, head to head. So here, I won't say a lot, but I've been really trying to say a lot.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother, for joining us here today to speak to the people. And to our dear viewers, that is a gentleman seeking to represent the faculty of nursing. And we hope that when the day comes, everybody exercise their vote, their duty to vote. And that brings us to the end of this small session. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
I wish you a good evening. All right. All right, thank you very much. We are continuing with our discussions today, issues pertinent to Uganda Christian University, our community, and also discussing what are some of the solutions, and of course to discuss some of these issues are the people vying for leadership, the position and capacity of Member of Parliament in the wake of the upcoming election next week. And we are continuing this discussion right now with another interesting group, one of the big constituencies, female non-residents. You're most welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, and to start with, of course, kindly introduce yourself, starting with you.
My name is Adreta Alexandra, vying for the post of MP non-residence female. I'm an LLB 3 student of Uganda Christian University, and my slogan is, with zeal, anything is possible.
Yes, thank you very much for that introduction, and also for being here to speak to the people. And you could also introduce yourself.
Thank you so much. Hello everyone. My name is Hannah Katikara. I'm a third year law student, aspiring for the post of MP non-residence female. My slogan is, with unwavering commitment. It goes to show that my commitment to service is steadfast, it's firm, and unshakable.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. We will be examining that. But of course, ultimately, your voters probably know you better. I'm just here to enable a discussion. So, starting with you, why do you think you're competent or the best candidate for this position?
I do believe I'm a better candidate for the various leadership positions I've been through, and for the various different leadership, can I say, workshops I've been to, and the fact that I have attained different skills like interpersonal communication skills. I believe I can easily coordinate people, and I'm a cooperative person. I like cooperating with people, so meaning I can easily mobilize people and put them in one place to listen to one thing and do one thing, and we can easily make decisions together.
Yes.
Thank you.
And the same.
Well, the reason why I want this position, the reason why I stood for this position is service. I like serving people. I've been talking to us, I've had the various challenges that I've faced. From year one, I've been a non-residing student, and I know what that comes with. And the reason why I came out is to serve these people, to ensure that their needs are being heard to ensure that their needs are being considered while making decisions in the universities.
Right. Thank you very much. And just to continue the discussion, I had the boys earlier, and the key issue was security, and one of their slogans was actually "security by the knuckle." I don't believe you have the same tactics, but how do you plan to address that problem?
With security, my main aspect I looked at was this time when it comes to time for exams, and then we don't have where to put our things. Yes, I appreciate the library is there, but then for some people, they can't make it to the library. Now, like those coming from Wandegea Gate, they can't easily come to the library. They have to look for a place. So I was thinking, in case I'm put into power, we can have different points in campus where everyone can put their things during papers time and come and pick them up. And after that, they can either go home. Some actually want to read in the library after papers for their next paper, and so they come with things like laptops, like tablets. So where can they put these things if they can put them around campus? And
so like lockers?
Yes, something like lockers.
Right.
Or if we can get a room and they give numbers like the cards they give at the library, it would all work out.
All right, thank you very much. And on the same matter, security, how do you plan to go about it? Is it by the knuckle?
No, definitely not. With security, I believe it starts with an individual. So I put this out in my manifesto. There are commuter safety workshops, all right?
Yes.
Whereby you equip the students with knowledge about situational awareness, the emergency protocols, what you're supposed to do in case something happens, all right? And maybe the other things can come in, like security lights, going to hostels, talking to the people to ensure that there's security lights around the fences and what. But then security starts with a person. So I'll push for that. I'll push for that workshop and see how it can be.
All right, thank you very much. And back to you on the size, the sheer size of being, MP non-residents, in terms of course, this is a very scattered community, unlike the residents.
Yes.
How do you plan to have an eye and ear on all their issues and to reach all the corners as much as possible?
As per that issue, I do believe social media is something that is trending these days, and most especially
Interesting.
WhatsApp, which has now brought communities. You can open up groups, so we can start from there. We can open up a group on WhatsApp, get different numbers of different people from the different hostels, and maybe now those who are commuting, we can maybe get a number of those who are a representative from those who stay, let me say, like in Seta, like in Chigunga, those who stay nearby. We can get like one representative who can be telling us their issues, what's happening, what needs to be improved, what are we not doing, what do you want us to do for you, what issues are disturbing you most at the moment. Yes, so I think that.
Thank you very much. She talks of social media as a tool to reach all the corners of this wide community. What's your approach?
Well, my approach in the university, adding to her point, is we can put in place mechanisms, communication mechanisms, whereby information is sent and received, feedback and stuff. So I think suggestion boxes, I feel like suggestion boxes are an option, because not everyone, not every non-residing student has access to social media. Majority, some don't, not majority, but some don't. So I feel like that can come in case, for those students that don't have access to social media, they can use suggestion boxes, they can reach out to us as individuals and tell us the different challenges that they are facing.
All right, thank you very much. I think that summarizes our discussion, and I don't know, I'd like to give you each 30 seconds to give some remarks, closing remarks to your voters, but also maybe give a call to action. Of course, they have a duty to come and vote on next week. Yes.
Okay, my dear electorates or voters, come next week, Wednesday, 15th November. Come and cast your vote, because it's your duty, it's your right, because in case anything goes wrong, at a point you may not be under the capacity to hold someone liable for what they did not do because you didn't vote for them. So come next week, Wednesday, come and cast your vote, and please vote for me, Alexandra Adwet, MP non-residents, female. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Alexandria, for it was a great honor having you here, and please speak to your voters.
Hello everyone, hello non-residents. I want to thank you all for your support through nominations, through the vetting, and up to now. Your response to me was receptive, and I acknowledge that, and I'm very grateful and humbled. Moving forward, I want to call upon you to come and cast your votes on 14. My candidacy is based on the belief that the commuting experience for all non-residents is it can be supportive. A supportive commuting experience can be achievable, and all non-residing students can be included in different aspects of the university. Security, with things to do with decision making, things to do with all the various policies that happen in the school. I feel like non-residing students can actually be part of all this. So vote me to power. I'll make sure that your needs, your requests are taken into account. I'll make sure that everything that you need as non-residing students in regards to academics is adhered to. So thank you so much. Vote me, Hannah Katika, MP non-residing students for 2023-2024. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much, Honorables Anna and Alexandria, for taking your time to come and speak to the people. Power comes from the people. And it was a great honor also listening to you, I believe. I wish you a good evening.
Thank you
and
so much.
successful campaigns.
Thank you.
All right. Cut.
Try to make it
All right. Thank you very much, our dear viewers. We are continuing our series today where we are having debates around the problems faced by our Uganda Christian University community, and of course to answer the questions, provide solutions are the very people seeking to be voted into office in the upcoming elections next week. So with me here are two people from the Faculty of Journalism. You're most welcome. Yes, and they will be giving us reasons as to why you should bestow upon them your vote, but also giving some of the issues and solutions to the problems that you face in general. But before we go into the discussion, I'd like to request you to introduce yourself, starting with you, sir.
My name is...
A bit louder.
My name is Okurut Timothy. I'm a second year student from the School of Journalism, and I'm running for MP, Mayor.
All right, thank you very much. And
my name is Hosanna Mtevida Enamani. I'm a first year, second semester student, running for the post of MP Journalism. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. I just request that we be audible because the sound is over there. Just to go straight into the discussion, would like to start with why you feel that you're the best person to represent your honorable faculty as a member of parliament.
There are a number of people, I would say, within our school who have the capability to deliver good leadership and quality leadership.
Louder, please.
As we've always witnessed. But I think what makes me stand out is the aspect of availability.
Yes.
I am present whenever a need has risen. I've always been present, and I've served in other spheres of leadership.
Yeah.
Within this school, I'm very close to a number of the administrators, and I've taken part in lobbying for certain issues that have risen up in the past. So I think to just keep that continuity, I'm elevating myself to this position so that continuity can be there.
All right, thank you very much. And over to you. Why do you think that you are the best person to have this position and maybe better than your opponent?
Basically, why I feel I would be the best person
audibly, please,
to have the post is that, first of all, I stand in on a basis of promoting unity. I've been in the school so far for about less than a year, 2 semesters now. The second semester about to end. And at the very start, when I joined the school, my intention was to be active and to, be everywhere in order to achieve what I came to Uganda Christian University to do. And along the way, I got the urge to actually stand in to be their leader. This is not my first post in the school. I'm already a leader in the school.
Yes.
And I look forward to being in a bigger position. And that's why I stand on the slogan, for to serve is better than being served.
All right, thank you very much. And if I may ask, what position were you serving in, and how did you impact the school or the faculty?
Currently, I'm the Junior Secretary for the Council of Media Link,
Mm.
and the Assistant Junior Secretary for Media Link. And the best thing we've done is to, with my fellow cabinet members, we organize activities in the school, basically, and we've seen things happen. Lately, we were able to be the best in MCI radio competitions, and all this comes out of unity, and that's why I stand on the basis. I'd like to promote more unity in the school.
All right, thank you very much. And my comrade Timothy, she talks of her experience having been able to organize activities as a competence, one of her stronger competences. What fresh ideas do you bring to the Faculty of Journalism?
I won't say there is so much new that we are going to do. We are not reinventing a new wheel. The Student Guild has been in UCU for the last 25 years. This is the 25th Guild. We're going to be the 26th. There isn't much new that we are going to do. However, my slogan, I'm running on a slogan of make it better. So whatever has been done, we just want to make sure that we do more of what has been done.
But what are some of course, there are core problems that may not need to be made better, but to be stopped. What are some of the key issues that are faced by your faculty?
The biggest challenge for me would be that we see so many of our colleagues leaving School of Journalism and they can't practice the skills that are supposed to be taught in journalism. You know, someone from School of Law comes to you, help me edit this video because lawyers don't edit videos, and you're a journalist and you can't edit it, or make this flyer for me, or do something journalistic, and we can't. And because of that, in the outside world,
that's a problem of skills.
Yeah. We are losing competition for our own jobs.
Yes.
A number of the journalists, we could write on a number of them who are not professionally journalists but are working in the media space, simply because we do not have the skills to own up to our own jobs.
Right.
So this is something we've already been doing.
And how do you intend to rectify that?
We have a number of activities under Media Link, the organization, the body that brings together students of journalism. We run a YouTube channel that does news, UCU Focus. It's quite popular around the university. Recently, we started a podcast that serves radio purposes, equipping people in radio skills, and we are thinking of also coming up with a blog. So basically, when someone goes, they can write an article like journalists are supposed to do. They can report stories like journalists are supposed to do. They can anchor. They can record videos and edit. Yeah.
Thank you very much for that innovative perspective on things. And moving to you, what are some of the issues academically that are prevalent in the faculty, and how can you make them better?
One of the main issues I've seen is students failing to get their marks. Actually, not failing to get their marks, but failing to graduate at the very end of the 3 years. And what I look forward to is, of course, I can't do this alone if I am not having the support of my fellow students. So I look forward to actually having the students engage with me as their MP. If you have a problem with marks, you could actually feel free to come to me and let me know. And with you and me as your member of Parliament, we would actually follow up this before you get inconvenienced at the last minute and you have nothing to do about it. I think that's the major problem I've seen academically, because I've seen but some of the students didn't actually graduate in this cohort. Yet they were supposed to.
How do you intend to position yourself in that problem?
Letting the students be free, because sometimes you are a leader but not actually reachable. Maybe you look, not very social or something. But I look forward to being available for the students. And if you have that kind of issue, let me know. Of course, if you don't let me know, I won't know. But if I'm in the know, then I will be your support system to actually follow up this.
All right. Yes. Thank you very much. And to you, Mr. Timothy, how do you intend to unite students and your faculty behind some of your causes, including skilling, among other activities?
That's definitely going to be one of the most difficult things to do, because students, not just in the School of Journalism, but in campus throughout, do not just get valid into courses. Just because there has been a notice that we're supposed to meet for this, we're supposed to do this. If I told someone can decide to skip a lecture, which directly gives them marks, then if you're inviting them for something outside the lecture space, it's definitely going to be hard. But again, like I said, we've set up a number of systems that are quite engaging for the students of journalism. We've had students from other schools come to visit us a few times in our school, and they've appreciated some of the things that we do. The studios, the media space, and some of the skills that we have. So, and sometimes people think, why would people in this course, be playing around? This is fun to engage with. So we want to just create more avenues. Like I said, we have the TV, it's fully fledged, but not everyone wants to work under the TV space. Some people came to journalism for radio, some came for communication, some came for a podcast. So we want to make sure that we break out and diversify as much as possible, such that everyone's interest is taken care of.
All right, thank you very much. And finally, how do you intend to you've spoken about uniting internally, but with other colleges, but also other journalism schools, for example, Makerere, Gulu, among others.
How I intend to unite.
How do you intend to collaborate with other stakeholders within the same field, including other universities?
Alright, first of all, at the ECU School of Journalism, we are privileged to always get chances to participate in different activities where we get to meet as universities. So through these engagements, I will actually be able to get in touch with other leaders from other universities, and we can always connect and come up with how to actually get a bond.
All right, thank you very much. That brings us to the close. I'd like to give each of you maybe 30 seconds to make a call of action to your voters. Starting with you.
Our voters out there, first of all, thanks for allowing us to be unopposed. We are running this race as unopposed candidates, I think partially because of what we've been doing. A number of our colleagues could have seen us being competent, but of course there is the constitutional 50% that each candidate needs before they sit in parliament. So we are calling you guys, don't sit back. On election day, please show up and vote, and we promise to deliver on our manifestos and live up to the billing.
All right, thank you very much. And
to add on what you just said, come 15, I call upon each one of us in the journalism school to please hit the alpha and actually vote us into power.
all right, thank you very much, and well done on being unopposed. But I wish you all the best and success with the remainder of the campaign. And of course, I also wish you a good evening ahead. It was a pleasure hosting you and having you exercise this democratic process of speaking to your electorate. Thank you very much. All right.
We have finally come to the end of our parliamentary debate. You have seen all the candidates who are standing for the different positions of MPs, and we hope that this debate has been a debate that has been able to guide you towards your directions on Wednesday as we vote for our members of parliament and guild president. On that note, the guild president debate will be on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Thank you very much, Uganda Christian University, for joining us. From the Electoral Commission to you, have a great weekend.
Tutimize na malengo yetu, jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu, uzalendo pia mshikamano viwe msingi wa umoja wetu, na tulinde uhuru na amani, mila zetu na desturi zetu, jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu, viwandani na hata mashamba.